I'm here with Stephen M.R. Covey, the author of The Speed of Trust and the keynote speaker for AAPA's 37th Annual Conference. Thank you so much for talking with me today.
You're welcome. Thrilled to be here.
And I just wanted to ask you, what kind of message do you have for PAs as far as utilizing trust? Why is that so important?
I'm making the case that trust is the currency of healthcare. To be able to create trust in all your relationships. So as a PA, trust with your patients, trust with your supervising physician, trust with the other colleagues that you work with, interface with. If you create trust, everything else is made better. If for whatever reason there's distrust in those relationships, you pay a tax on everything else. So this is the key thing that is the one thing that changes everything, especially in healthcare.
And how could this, in your opinion, improve healthcare? Obviously, we're in a time right now of healthcare reform. How do you think utilizing trust could improve healthcare itself?
Well, if we can increase trust in all our relationships with all of our stakeholders, including with the public, including with the different providers and suppliers and the insurance companies and all the different players. Right now, we're operating too much in an environment of low trust. And when there's low trust, there's a high cost because everything slows down, everything costs you more. Whereas if we can build the trust, everything happens faster, everything costs you less. That could be a key part of this reform, is to also increase trust throughout the entire system.
And one last question I wanted to ask you, where did you learn all of these techniques? I think folks may have an idea of where you may have learned these, but give me an idea of how you kind of gathered this information.
Yeah, I learned a lot from my father, who taught and mentored me, but also from my own practice in leading and running companies. I learned that trust was not just some soft, nice-to-have social virtue. I learned that, in fact, it was an economic driver, that with trust we moved better, faster, lower cost, got better results, and that this was quantifiable and not just some nice, soft, fluffy thing. And then we began to apply that in all of life, and we saw that it applied everywhere. So trust truly is the one thing that changes everything. I know it's especially vital for any healthcare provider and for PAs everywhere.
All right. Well, I want to thank you so much for your time. We're glad to have you here.
Thrilled to be here, Ashley. Thanks very much.